a video I am most not looking forward to. How do you solve a problem like Maria, but Chelsea? Helping me get through this is the wonderful Oladipo. Make sure that you subscribe to his YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. We're going to get straight into this. Chelsea are in a very weird position at the moment. Although, I don't know if this is me just hoping for the best. I'm feeling slightly more optimistic than I have done for a long time.
Because of one player. Look at you. One player. He saw a cameo from Mudryk and all of a sudden he's excited again.
One performance.
Yeah.
Going to Anfield, in my opinion, is always significant. I don't really care about the form of the club. You know, if you go and win at Old Trafford, it's massive. You know, if you go and win at the Emirates, it's massive.
Yeah.
It's not going to win at the Dell. It's not going to win at Highfield Road or modern day stadiums.
Well, some of your younger viewers know what the Dell is.
Or Highfield Road. You know, it's not going to win at Roker Park. It's proper. It's proper stadiums. Yeah. And I think that Chelsea going to Anfield, playing really well.
Should have got 3 points.
Should have got 3 points. Yeah. Taking the game to Liverpool. Liverpool had to adjust their system. They tried to play very narrow to condense Chelsea, and they couldn't do it. So I'm feeling slightly optimistic, but I'm just wondering if I'm trying to feel optimistic. You know, sometimes choosing optimism rather than actually being optimistic. What do you think about Chelsea?
No, look, firstly, I will say that there was a few surprise performances for me against Liverpool. I thought Conor Gallagher ran everywhere. Honestly, it's like an annoying little bug that you can't sort of smash. It just seemed to be everywhere, Conor Gallagher. So I thought the performance was better than expected, especially considering the run that you guys have been on. Ultimately, it was two poor teams who lack confidence, but you guys seem to have a bit more confidence than us. What I will say about Chelsea, look, I don't think it's going to work for Chelsea this season. So whether it's a top four race or winning a cup, I don't think it will happen this season. But you look at your squad, and to be fair, you've got two squads, but you look at the 35 players you've got. In the summer, when I put all those players down and I pick an 11 to win a Premier League game, or even an 18 for a Premier League squad or whatever it is, you've got an astonishingly good squad of players now. Like, if you can keep João Felix and your Mudryks, and you can keep, I still think Sterling's got a part to play in it, the defence, mate, Reece James can come back, Ben Chilwell. There is optimism. There is optimism.
There is reason to be optimistic, because I also think that the players that we've bought in most recently, look, I don't really like the strategy. I think it's very important for me to acknowledge that. The way that Chelsea are going about splurging this money, spraying on money, I don't like it.
No.
Leaves me feeling slightly hollow. I don't like the sums involved, but they are the sums involved.
And
therefore,
it's modern day football.
Exactly. And what can I do about it? So I think that our summer spending was dreadful and has set us right back.
We didn't like Wesley Fofana.
We haven't seen him.
Yeah, but
maybe.
He will.
But maybe.
Yeah, and when he comes on, when like, he's as good as, like, see Arsenal fans getting excited about Saliba and Liverpool with Konate and Upamecano. Mate, he's right up there with all of those young French defenders. He's quality.
But say in the summer, instead of signing, say we didn't sign Sterling and we didn't sign Koulibaly and we did sign Mudryk and we did sign Badiashile. That's already such a drastic improvement on this season. Yeah. Like, Badiashile looks fantastic. Yeah. Mudryk already looks lively. And look, I like Sterling as well, but he hasn't delivered yet. You know, it hasn't been good enough. And Koulibaly's not good enough. Say instead of spending over £60 million on Cucurella, keep Alonso and promote Hall. Yeah. Like, these are like really sound pieces of advice, and massive mistakes being made. But I think that maybe this window, for the first time in the new regime, I think that they've brought in the right kind of player. Like, this Badiashile looks fantastic.
Yeah, look, you've overpaid for this talent, but again, that's just the market, right? Everyone knows Chelsea have got money and the price goes up, almost doubles, right? Whether it be salary or the actual fee. The only problem I have with that is, first of all, Graham Potter's got to somehow find a system and integrate all these new signings you've got. A bit like the issue Steve Cooper had at Nottingham Forest, and it's taken Steve Cooper 20 games to finally find the best 11 for him. So Graham Potter, if he keeps his job until the summer, I think we'll have the opportunity in pre-season to finally work out the ones he don't want and the ones that are there for the long haul. And Koulibaly will be gone. I'm confident he'll be gone.
He's just not good enough.
Yeah, Aubameyang will be gone. So we'll start getting rid of the dead wood. And I think once he cuts through the wood, I think there's massive optimism for next season. Like, that little cameo from Mudryk, it reminded me of a Sharvin years ago. Again, your younger viewers might know. Andrea Sharvin for Arsenal.
Everyone will know that.
Everyone will know those 4 goals at Anfield. Yeah. It reminded me of that. And I was scared. Like when he ran at Milner, I was like, okay, you got to bring him down.
Yeah. And he did.
He did.
And he did.
Got a yellow card.
And it
he
went
like,
off.
And then he started waving to the bench. He's like, you need to change me because
I can't keep up with this geezer.
He's too quick. He's got a bit of everything. Left foot, right foot. So there are good players there. But of all the investments you've made, I still like Liverpool. I look at the centre midfield. I'm like, all right, are we going to go big in that area? Because it's still the same kind of players. Like Mudryk is a bit like Pulisic, who's a bit like Hakim Ziyech, who's a bit like Mount.
This is football and this is how we operate. We're very reactionary, but I'm already convinced that Mudryk is a better player than Pulisic.
No, he is.
He is, isn't he? Yeah. I'm already convinced. And look, I like Hakim Ziyech. I really do. I think he's talented. I think he's so talented. Like as talented as you need to be to get anywhere. Yeah. I think he's like that good. But he doesn't demonstrate it.
You know, it's weird. I look at him and there's something of a Mahrez there. Yeah. I think's there. Like, I know he can skim players. I know he, you know what I mean? I know he can do that, but it's just not. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the manager. Would he perform better under Pep? I'm not quite sure.
Have you ever seen him play when he really fancies it?
Yeah.
Whether for Chelsea or for Morocco. When he really fancies
when he decides he wants to.
He's unplayable.
And that's horrible, though.
He's unplayable.
But that's not.
Mate, we played against Tottenham.
That goal
we beat Tottenham 2-0.
That goal.
I talk about it all the time because nobody will ever talk about this goal. It's, some goals they're just forgotten. Like Frank Lampard scored one of the best goals I've ever seen away at Hull in the League Cup. He just sort of lifted it over the keeper with his left foot, just gently coerced it over. But nobody remembers it. Gerrard would have scored the goal against Marseille, but people don't remember it. It's a bit like that with him. But he's hit this ball against Tottenham, and my God, it was just like sex. It was like, what are you doing? He's like cut across it.
It reminds, who scored at one like that? Huddleston. Remember Huddleston?
He used to ping him.
From like easy work, light work, just don't.
Yeah, he used to ping.
Yeah. And I can understand if Ziyech's done that and you've seen it, you feel like it's there.
Yeah.
I know it's there, Ziyech. Just bring it out.
Yeah.
Doesn't bring it out enough.
No, I agree. But if he can find it, look, he either needs to leave or find it.
Leave
or find it. Okay. Well, do you know what? There's one.
You're going to have about a £300 million clear out in the summer.
Okay, we'll do that in a sec. There's one other problem for Chelsea.
Go on.
It's Mason Mount, and it's a problem for many reasons. Firstly, he's not on enough money at the moment. But it sounds like the money that he wants is too much. Yeah. His contract is an issue.
When does it run out? Do you know?
No, mate. He's like potentially
a year and a half, maybe 18 months.
Yeah, okay. I think like he is potentially going.
Okay.
Do you know? I think it's genuinely possible that he leaves. And look, on one level, it's important to acknowledge he's having a shocker lately. Like shocker. Like drop him. It's that bad. Yeah. You know how much I like him and how highly I rate him. But he's nowhere near good enough to play for Chelsea at the moment. Nowhere near. But equally, he's been our player of the year twice. He's been brilliant for us when we've won a European Cup. We have to also show a bit of loyalty, in my opinion.
Where's his best position?
I think his best position is slightly deeper than he ever really plays. I think he'd be very good as an archetypal box-to-box midfielder. Yeah. Because I don't think he's clinical enough to play the position that they want him to play.
Is he cute enough to play the Odegaard position?
No.
He hasn't got that.
No,
he's not okay.
No.
Okay, so he's just a box to box then.
I think he's a really, really good box to box midfielder who's excellent in a tackle and knows where the back of the net is. So can do a little bit of all of that.
Yeah.
So overall, I think he's excellent. But at the moment, he's on 75 grand, which I know is a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money
in today's
England international.
I'll tell you this now. There's players in the bottom three. In the bottom three of the Premier League that are on more than that.
Well, also there'd be players at Stamford Bridge who aren't half as good as him.
That are on
triple that.
Yeah.
So he obviously deserves more money.
Yeah.
But perhaps he isn't the 300 grand a week player.
The problem is, as you say, he's in his worst form he's ever been in at Chelsea, and now you're asking for more money now.
Exactly.
Like a couple of years ago, you would have got everything you wanted.
Yeah.
Now you're asking for it. You're not Graham Potter's player.
Yeah.
We know Todd Bowley can splash the cash.
Yeah.
You probably think, we want to go, mate.
Yeah,
no disrespect.
Yeah.
I can get anyone in right now.
Yeah, that's the problem. Do you know what? You said something just then, which I think is quite interesting. So I've got the whole squad up. You said you could have a clear out. I've got the squad up. Ready? Stay or go?
Go on.
Ariza Balaga. Go, mate. I mean, we need a new
Why does he sometimes look good, though?
He doesn't.
All right, go on then. Kepa, go.
He doesn't. Kepa,
right,
go. Edouard Mendy.
Go.
Trevor Chalobah.
Stay.
Kalidou Koulibaly.
Next.
Cesar Azpilicueta.
Next.
Mark
Go.
Cucurella.
Go.
Jorginho.
Go.
Are you counting these? Are you counting the
5.
goes?
Yeah.
Is that only 5 so far?
Yeah, 5.
Loftus-Cheek.
Go. 6.
Dennis Zakaria will go. I mean, I don't mind him, but
Yeah. But he's not.
He's not. You know.
Go. Yeah. So 6 still.
Aubameyang.
Go. 7.
Joao Felix. We'll see.
See what happens.
Raheem Sterling.
I think there's miles on. I think almost like a nice car, but the engine's starting to wear. I think there's miles on the clock with him. I just don't think it's going to work at Chelsea. It was never really that relationship. He always had this little spiteful thing with Chelsea. Anyway, I think go. Not because he's not good enough. I just don't think it's working.
You still counting?
Yeah, 8.
Christian Pulisic.
9. Go.
Broja.
Stay. Like Broja.
Ziyech.
Go. I think go. You love him. For me, go. That's 10.
Kai Havertz.
Go. 100%. What is it? 9 or 10? I don't even know what he is. He's all.
So have you just said 10 footballers?
That's 11. No, I've got to 11.
You've got 11. We've got a team.
Yeah, that is. I'm not joking. It's a team as well. There's midfield, the strikers in there,
couple
defenders.
of goalkeepers.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, do you see the problem?
Yeah, I see the problem.
That's actually the problem, isn't it?
But you can do that. I mean, this is not too dissimilar. Well, I guess it is a little bit. But the clear out that Arteta did. There's so many. There's honestly about 8 or 9 that went. So many. Remember that people like Mustafi that just went. Obviously, the big ones, Ozil and Aubameyang and Guendouzi.
Yeah.
They all just all left.
Yeah.
Cedric Suarez, all those players that I can't remember.
Greek chap at the centre half.
Pablo Mari. Literally, he went boom, 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 boom. Socrates or something like that.
Yeah.
They literally all just, Emi Martinez, everyone just went. Burnt Leno.
Yeah.
Got rid of them all.
Yeah.
So it's exactly the same thing. So
maybe that's the move.
Look on the bright side. You could be where Arsenal are next season.
No. You can't use that club as a dream. Addy, as always,
top man, brother.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed this to a degree. Feeling quite optimistic about Chelsea, but let me know if I am totally wrong. Very interested to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please click subscribe. And remember to make sure that you subscribe to Ade's channel. He is nearly on 40,000 subscribers. See you in a bit. Out.